Mm-hmm. Hey guys, Val Nichols here. I am so excited to be here with you today for day 10 of the 2021 Hope Business Summit. I'm going to share this real quick to make sure that you guys are seeing this. I'm going to share this into the group. So when you hop on, say hi. I would love to say hello, and I would love to know that you're here and that you're watching. And I would absolutely love to hear what were your biggest takeaways during the last 10 days? Because you guys, we have been hanging out together for 10 days straight. 10 days, right? 12 days if you count weekends. So we've been hanging out together for 12 days straight. So hop on, say hi, and let me know that you are on here so that I can say hello because we're friends. We've been hanging out for like 10 days straight, right? So if you hop on, say hi, let me know what was your biggest takeaway from the past 2 weeks that we've been doing this summit. What was your favorite content? Who was your favorite speaker? Let me know all of the things so we can celebrate that. And I am going to just be typing real quick. So I'm waiting for your comments, guys. Val Nichols. All right, so hop on in, hop on in, hop on in. I'm super excited, you guys, to be here and to be sharing with you guys the very last day. Hello, Anna. Hello, hello, my love. She said she's watching, so I'm so excited that you're here. And let me see if I can pull you guys up. Sometimes it lets me see the comments and sometimes it doesn't. That's why I have my phone up as well, because sometimes I have a better understanding. And today I'm going to talk about something that, I get questions about all of the time, which is content, right? Like, how do you create content that sells for you? How do you create content that will, make people stop the scroll, pay attention, really read or watch your video, and then, really have that be your sales team in a way, creating content that converts? Because I can't tell you how often I will get on like, a sales call, or, I don't really like calling them sales calls because it's always about me finding out if you're a good fit to work with me and you finding out if I'm a good fit. Usually people know me well enough because I do live so much that they kind of know they're ready. But, I've sat down with potential clients, or I have, jumped on a Zoom call with them, and I can't tell you how often people tell me, oh my gosh, that post you wrote, like, I just remember every single thing, and you actually inspired me into action. And, that is my favorite thing as an entrepreneur, is creating content that is so gorgeous and beautiful that people are actually going to stop the scroll. They're going to pay attention, and then they are going to actually do something, right? Because that is always the goal. Anna says, I loved the woman on Untangled. She was so inspiring. Yes. Oh my gosh. I loved her too. Angela, she was amazing. I was also loving your vibe too. And yes, you do inspire. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, that means the world to me. That makes me so happy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I just realized I'm not wearing my ring. I was washing dishes earlier, so I'm not wearing my ring. So I want to bring up a couple things. I have some notes here. I want to talk about, what is the secret? What is the formula? And what is the magic sauce behind creating content that will actually convert people into sales? You're going to love this topic because I'm going to show you exactly how I've used free content to create a better brand awareness, to attract clients, to attract, amazing collaborations that I've gotten, on podcasts, being a speaker in Mastermind, having, just a beautiful list of clientele that I absolutely love. So I have, a couple masterminds that I run, group coaching, things like that. And, it's through the content that I create that all of these things are, able to happen. Anna says your Instagram too. I post you on my story. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Anna. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you. That makes my day. That literally makes my day, because sometimes we're sitting around and sometimes I don't know the effect. You know what I mean? Like, if you're an online entrepreneur, you might feel this because, like, sometimes you don't know what is what is actually like, if people are, hearing it, are they affected, until I hear those things. So I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much, Anna. Your courage is amazing. And this is what makes you badass. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's taken a while to get here, but let me tell you, it's the thing I do now. It's the courage. It's the telling the stories, right? It's the content creation that really draws people in, that lets people see who I am as a brand. Because as a modern day entrepreneur, if you have a business, you better be making money, right? You have better be making money, unless what you have is a hobby. And I don't know about you, but honestly, at the end of the day, I need to be making money in my business. Otherwise, I have a team that is relying on me to pay their paychecks. I have, contractors that I hire that are relying on me to make the money. And, honestly, at the end of the day, we all need cash money, right? And we all want to hit that next level. We all want to go to that quantum leap in our growth, that quantum leap in our finances. And that is absolutely possible when we create the content that is beautiful. What you need to do really is reverse engineer your sales. Reverse engineer the process. You want to lead people through your content to really, end up doing whatever it is you want to do, whether if that's a call to action, if that's buying from you, if you want to build trust from your community, then you really need to build a relationship with your ideal customer. You need to be able to pay your bills, to fund your mission, no matter what you're doing. If you're in a nonprofit, if you're in a business, if you're in a side hustle, you get to find ways to help other people, and you also get to fund your dream, right? I can't tell you how many people I come across that say, I've been working for a year for free and I haven't made any money yet. Or they're spinning their wheels, they're doing all these things and they're not actually making money in their business. And, when it comes to terms of sales don't have to be sleazy. Sales don't have to be this thing that feels really icky or heavy or, any of those things. Really, honestly, at the end of the day, sales is showing up, serving your audience in a huge, beautiful, generous way, and building a relationship and building trust, because that's the new way of marketing, right? The old way of dropping in, doing a hey girl message, putting a post up on a website and people buying from you just doesn't happen anymore. There's a couple of ways to really build that up. You can do, I always talk about you're managing two businesses right now, the business you have now and the business you're going toward. So the business you have now and the business you're going towards. So you're constantly, with your content, you're creating your now business, right? Like you're doing the short term, you're doing the call to actions, you're doing the blog post, the lives, whatever it is. And you also want to be doing the long term, right? Like you want to be building the long-term business as well, which is the serving, showing up, being consistent. I can't tell you how many women are, doing this thing where they're start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. Probably meant to, like start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. And they're lacking the consistency it takes to really build trust. Because here's the thing, if you're showing up inconsistently online, if you're showing up inconsistently wherever it is that you are with your audience, wherever it is that you're serving your audience, and you're start, stop, start, stop, start, stop, or you kind of like, show up when it feels convenient, or show up when it's, when you feel like it, then what ends up happening is people start to lose trust in you. And I know that might sound really harsh right now, but this is the capital T truth. I am always going to tell you the truth. That think about it just like the friend who maybe you reach out and they don't text you back or don't call you back for weeks at a time. But then as soon as they have something going on, as soon as they have a crisis they want to talk about, or maybe they're in a new relationship and they want to share with their excitement of their new product, their new boyfriend, then all of a sudden they're in your life. But if you are only showing up for your audience when you have an offer, when you want something inconsistently, what ends up happening is you lose trust. You lose trust. people will not trust you unless if you show that you are the type of person that is going to stick around, that is going to show up, that's going to do what she says, and is actually going to follow through with the things you say you're going to do, right? This is a huge thing because, you know, even in the, 2.5 years I've had my business in the online space, I have seen so many people come and go and come and go and, you know, go from one business to another and just kind of flop around to the point where I'm like, I literally have no idea what they're doing now, because it's like, there's just so many things. It's like chasing that next thing, right? It's shiny thing syndrome, where they will say, oh my gosh, opportunity. Oh wait, that's not working. Oh, opportunity, that's not working, opportunity. And they jump around from, you know, maybe it's network marketing to network marketing to network marketing to network marketing, or title or whatever. And so what you're going to do is you're going to create confusion within your audience, right? Like you're going to create confusion in the market. And people who are drawn to you in one aspect, and then, you know, if you switch your market, which I'm not saying is a bad thing, because I literally have burnt my business to the ground and started over like more than once, right? Like twice now since 2014. And, you know, but the thing is, like, if you keep switching up your audience, what's going to happen is the content that you create for one business is not going to be consistent with the content you create for another one, right? So if you're in like jumping around all the time, then people are going to get really confused. And let me tell you, a confused mind does not buy. A confused mind does not buy. Clarity is key. Clarity is rich. Clarity is rich. This is one of the biggest things I can tell you. And when it comes to content, something I'm going to share with you is that, you know, we can really be very random, right? Like so many people out there, I see out on Facebook, social media, all over the place. I see people's content being really random. And I'm going to back up for a minute for people who don't know, like, what do I mean by content? I'm talking about your lives, your posts, the pictures you're posting, the things you're talking about, the, you know, topics. A lot of people will just kind of throw things out like really randomly, you know, random posts, not really leading your customer through the customer experience, right? And this might be a new term for you, but customer experience is leading your customers through just getting to know you, right? Like just discovering you on social media. Maybe they just popped on one of your lives or just popped onto your page and they're scrolling through and they see your stuff. You can absolutely 100% take someone from complete stranger to paid customer as quick or as slow as you choose to. You can absolutely take someone from very first time meeting you into paid customer as quickly or slowly as you want to. And this is all about creating the customer experience with your content, with every single thing you put out, because, you know, what a lot of people are doing is just throwing up these random, you know, random stuff on their social media. There's no plan, there's no strategy. Maybe they're copying someone else's strategy when they don't really know what the mind is behind it. They don't know what the mindset, they don't know what the strategy is behind it. So we're just throwing stuff up randomly, and then we throw up our sales post and we're like, nobody bought. Right? Crickets. Nobody bought. That's it. I was right. I'm a failure. I'm just going to quit. And then you take down your sales post because you're, you know, resentful, and you just figure that you're not, it's not going to work anyway. Right? I can't tell you how often I see this, you guys. And it literally breaks my heart, because if we're just having like random content junk everywhere, just throwing stuff out there, not taking anyone on a customer journey, then, you know, like what we're doing behind the scenes, like your customers are not going to understand, your potential customers are not going to understand where you're leading them to go, right? They want to know, think about the last time you purchased something that was a couple $100s, maybe a couple $1,000. Your customers want to know that you are going to show up, you're going to be consistent, and that if you say you're going to deliver a certain result, that you are going to deliver a certain result. If you're random all over the place and they're not even really sure what you're about, they're most likely not going to pull their credit card out and offer to pay you in full, or, you know, pay you at all, honestly, because you need to take them through the customer experience. It can't be like this random set of posts or random, you know, thoughts. You know, it really needs to have, every single piece of content needs to have a purpose and intention behind it. And, you know, don't be salesy in every single post that you write. Like, I don't know about you, but when I get friend requests, like on Facebook or whatever, I look, and if that person is just like sales post, sales post, sales, 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 I am super turned off. And I'm like, yeah, that kind of tells me a lot about that person, you know, and that might not even be their intention. But I'm going to be honest with you, being a marketer, being someone who, you know, creates beautiful strategies for my customers, and, you know, like my clients and I work on the intentionality of their content, their strategy, their post, so that we show up with generosity and we lead with generosity, which attracts our dream clients, right? We are attracting our dream clients constantly. So when I see someone do that, like, it's just sales, 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 it's a real turnoff. And, you know, they might be misrepresenting themselves for a very good-hearted, good-natured person. But honestly, at the end of the day, your customers want to know, what's in it for me, right? What's in it for me? This is another thing with, you know, I don't know if you've ever had, I get this on Instagram a lot. Like, I get this on Instagram where, like, I'll follow someone because I think their content's cool or whatever, you know, I just want to support other entrepreneurs. And so I'll follow them. Next thing I know, I'm getting, like, they're in my inbox saying, hey, let me know what you're, you know, like, let me know how you can purchase from me. I can't remember what happened the other day. A girl said, like, hey, thanks for the follow. Let me know what package you would like for me to create content for you. And I was like, that's interesting. She must not have even, like, looked at my page or, you know, never asked anything about me. And so I messaged her back and said, cool, thanks. I don't remember asking for content. And I think I kind of threw her off because she, like, gave me some half answer. But, you know, like, that kind of stuff is just, it doesn't feel good, right? Like, people don't want to be sold to. People don't want to be sold to. Raise your hand if you want to be sold to. Let me know in the comments. I bet you anything, you don't want to be sold to, right? You don't want to be pressured. You don't want to feel like you have to make this buy. You don't want to feel like you're being pressured into it. However, let me tell you, people love to buy. People love to buy. They don't want to be sold to, but they love to buy. They love to buy. So what happens if we are putting up random content that doesn't really have a strategy, a method? You know, almost every single thing I do has an intent to do one of three things. I want to educate, I want to inspire, and I want to call you to action. I want to educate, I want to inspire, and I want to call you to action. And calling you to action is not always asking you to sign up for something or, you know, pay for something or, you know, whatever it is. Like, I do a lot of free master classes. I also have masterminds. I have, you know, amazing one-on-one clients. And, you know, my call to action isn't always to, you know, like, have you purchase something or buy now, buy from me. It is, you know, a lot of times it's, you know, share with me share your business links, share with me what inspires you, share with me something. Like, I'm getting you into action to take action, because I truly believe, especially if you have a business, it is not a passive experience. It is not a passive experience. And the more you can engage your customers, the more you can educate them, the more you can inspire them, the more you can call them into action, taking any action, the more you can lift them up and help them to get to the next level. And that is ultimately, at the end of the day, what we all want to do. What we all want to do. So the truth is that your content is a direct vehicle to creating sales. It is what is going to create the relationship that is going to turn, you know, complete strangers, people who are just checking out your website, checking out your page, watching your lives, reading your content into solid sales, right? This is the type of content that is going to, just be that vehicle. It is really dangerous. This is something I feel like I have to share, really, there's a difference between like building up your following, right? There's a difference between building up your following and actually converting to sales. I had a woman recently that, just came on with me as a client, and she was like, I have so many, I don't get it. I'm not making any sales. I have so much following. She had like 10,000 people on her Facebook page, or I'm sorry, on her Instagram, had a group with a couple thousand, and also had, about 5,000 followers on Facebook. And she's like, but I am not making money. I can't actually convert into paying customers. And so, I looked at her strategy, and I definitely saw a lot of, areas for improvement, and a lot of things that she was doing that we can switch up, create more of a strategy, create more of a method to take people on the customer experience. But let me ask you guys this. Would you rather be popular, or would you rather be rich? Because if you're always focused on just, creating content that's going to get likes or engagements, or, build your audience, then that is a strategy that ultimately is going to fail you. That is a strategy that is going to fail you, because you can have a lot of followers, just like proof with this woman I was talking about. She had 10,000 followers on social media, on her Instagram page, and she would put, things out there. She would put out the random content, the random sales pages, and she would hear nothing. She would literally make like 0 sales. She would just hear crickets. We were able to really, adjust her strategy and, start weeding out some of the wrong people, because the strategy she had been doing was just to build, not actually get those quality paying customers that were qualified to work with her and were actually going to convert to paid customers, right? Because, we can either be focused on being popular or be rich. And I don't know about you, but I would rather make the money and have less followers than, have 100,000 followers and make, $10,000 a year in my business. And I can share with you guys, if that's your thinking, I hear all the time, people are like, I only have this many on my email list. I only have 500 people in my group. I only have 200 people in my Facebook group. Then let me share with you guys, I quit my corporate job in July of, June of 2018. July of 2018 was my first month officially in business, full-time online. And I made $11,000 that month. $11,000 that month. I had 200 people in my Facebook group. People out, email list. I didn't have one. I probably had about 1,000 followers on Facebook. And Instagram, I don't even think I had an Instagram yet. Maybe I had an Instagram, but because it was the only way to filter photos back in the day, if you guys remember that. But literally, like if you say I only have 200 people in my group, I only have, 50 people on my email list. That is definitely, it's a numbers game, no doubt, but that is 100 people on your email list that are opportunities to purchase from you. That's 200 people in your Facebook group that if you take them on the right customer experience, you lead them through the vehicle of beautiful content, then they are going to want to work with you. They are going to buy from you. And let me tell you, if you get me on a stage full of 200 people in a room, I guarantee you my close rate would be about 40%, right? If not more. My close rate's actually really high because I've mastered that, the sales method, but, because of the authenticity, the way I approach business, the authentic sales, I've been able to convert a lot. But think about it that way. Instead of thinking, oh my gosh, I only have this, I need to build it out, I need to grow it out, I need to do all that, which, there's no problems with growing your business or, wanting to up your, up your audience or grow your email list. I think it is the best way to reach a bigger audience. Doing things like, stuff like this, where you're doing an interview show you're doing an online summit. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. If I could show you the whole process of what myself and my team goes through to build one summit, it is insane, right? And this is also something that your precious time, when you're creating content, when you're creating summits, or you're creating a Facebook group, you're creating courses, you're creating all of these things, that's something that it's your precious time, and you can never get that time back, right? You can never get that time back. So if you're spending all of this time building out your following, building out your Instagram, building out all of these things, at the end of the day, does it really matter if you're not making the money? If you're not making the money, because you are constantly creating a vehicle that is a sales machine that is going to sell for you, right? That is going to sell for you. The reason why I am so passionate is because, I see people out there really making some really easy errors that they can easily fix through a couple simple tweaks, a couple simple methods. Really focus on educating, inspiring, and calling to action your potential customers. Create content that is relevant for your community, right? Like a lot of times, and I see this, you guys, all the time when I'm sitting down and doing like an audit, when I'm sitting with someone, whether that's like one of our 90-minute calls where I sit down and I deep dive into your content, if it's in one of my Facebook or in one of my paid groups where I'm like working on that, or if it's with my clients, a lot of times I notice that the content that people are putting out there actually does not even align with anything that's relevant to their ideal audience, right? Like you're putting out content, you're throwing the spaghetti against the wall, you're trying to figure out all of the things, and the content that you're putting out there is not relevant to the audience that you're serving. So I want to inspire you guys, or encourage you guys, to really, figure out your audience so that you know them so well, right? That's why all the speakers I picked for the summit, every single one of them specifically hit on a topic, specifically hit on something, shared about it that I know my audience needs to hear, right? Because I know my audience so well. I am literally like, people ask me all the time, are you in my head? I'm like, kind of, because I used to be you. I was exactly where you're at. I was, I got on online and I was like, okay, I can do business in the real world, but how in the heck do I, share with people the amazing transformation I can offer them in their businesses? How do I share with them that they're going to get the results they want, that they're going to hit their 6 figures, that they're going to be seen, be visible, increase their income, increase their visibility? How do I share that? Right? How do I actually share that online? I've been there. I've been exactly where you are, starting out at square one for some of you. For others of you, I got to a certain point in my business and I couldn't seem to break through that ceiling, right? And what I really wanted was the exponential growth that, we get to have today. We get to have exponential growth. We get to, put together things like this. We get to do fundraisers like we have for Rock Bottom Hope. If you guys have not been on there yet, go check it out. It's going to be open until Monday at noon. We have a fundraiser going for Rock Bottom Hope, which was Danny Looney. You guys saw him last Thursday. Amazing nonprofit that we are supporting. My company and I are supporting through this summit. So go jump on there. We have already raised around $4,000 for them. So we would love to just, power through the weekend, get it out there. If you want to invite people in, share it out. We have some really great things up for grabs inside of the fundraiser. And, this is another way that we serve, we give back, because I've been super blessed in my business. I have been so blessed, you guys, especially in 2020, when I know it was a crazy year for everyone. And a lot of that is because of my content. because of the strategies I shared with you guys today, because of, showing up in authentic. I don't map out my content. I know some people do. I definitely have like a mapped out plan of what's coming up for me, what's going on in my business. We have that whole thing mapped out for the first 6 months of the year. And so we know what's coming up. We know what programs are coming out, what offers we're going to make, all of that. But I am really the type of person who says, okay, let's mix strategy with a lot of intuition, right? So I will sometimes just create my content on the fly, right? Sometimes when I go on Facebook Live, it's literally because of something that I heard, was inspired in during a client call, or I'm hearing in the audience, I'm seeing online, and I jump on and I serve in whatever way I'm feeling called. However, I always constantly kind of have that strategy in the back of my mind. I do create just like real solid like content calendars, like what to say, what day, what to share about, what to post leading up to a sale, like a launch strategy. I do that with my clients when that works for them. Usually in the beginning, that's more of the thing. And then you start getting into flow, right? Like you start getting into flow. So I just hope you guys will really take to heart, how to create that strategy, how to create that content that really converts, because your content, your lives, your videos, your blogs, your social media posts, your stories, whatever that is, your content is the vehicle that is like, it will constantly lead your customers on a journey, and it will sell for you. Your content will sell for you. So create beautiful content, you guys. It's honestly, it's so much fun when you can really shift from being, oh my gosh, I have to spend all this time on social media. I have to do all these things. I have to do all this stuff. I have to show up, to having fun with it, right? Because this is your business. It gets to be fun, and you get to be compensated in your zone of genius. That was a hard word for me to say, apparently. So you get to be compensated well for being in your zone of genius, and you want to attract the right people to you, right? You want to attract the right people to you who are going to convert to actual paid clients, and the type of clients and customers that if you're working with them one-on-one, or you're spending time with them like more intimately, if you just have like a product that you're selling, that might not be. But if you are working with people one-on-one, let me tell you, like for me, I have 6-month packages in my one-on-one coaching. And if I'm working with that person for 6 months, one-on-one, shoulder to shoulder with them, building out their business, I have to know that it's a business I'm aligned with, and that it's somebody I like, right? Like it's somebody that I want to hang out with and be with. And, I have to know it's a good fit, and if I feel like it's not, honestly, like if it's a product that I really don't have experience in, or if it's a product that, we're just not lining up, we're not feeling like we're a good fit, I will absolutely refer you to someone else, because I don't need the money. I'm not looking for just like a sale, right? Like I am looking to stand shoulder to shoulder with another business person, another entrepreneur, and build out their business, because that is literally what lights me up. That is literally what lights me up. And that all comes from great content. Guys, I can tell you that in maybe August, I had one customer come to me. We literally, through an acquaintance, a mutual friend of ours, we jumped on a Zoom call, and I was just kind of there to observe and give feedback to one of my customers. And this woman, after about a 20-minute call, she ended up hiring me, paid in full, 6-month customer, 6-month one-on-one, and probably extended later. I'm not sure yet. We're not there yet. But yeah, like it's absolutely possible. This can be as quick and easy, or as long as you want, as long as you desire. You can convert people from complete strangers just landing on your content to binge watchers to raving fans who are going to, tell all their friends, sing about you on the mountaintops, share their transformation with others. So then you have that, constant referral, because we all want to, the ultimate goal is to have that funnel, right? The sales funnel, that you want to have those referrals coming in where you're doing a lot less work. It's a lot less effort to, get new customers in the door. to get new clients, because we converted, let me see, after our last summit, we do a couple summits a year. After my last summit, I think our average cost per lead, just based off that summit, we had some people that went into programs that then became one-on-one clients. So we haven't converted all of that. We're just talking about cash sales. After that summit, I think our cost per lead is about $18. So think about that. If you're spending $18 per lead, and that's actually really low for industry standards. Industry standards are around, I think, $32 per lead, 32 to 50, depending upon your strategy or, you know, your method. We spend about $18 per lead, and that doesn't include the people who then went on and purchased more and referred people to us. And you know, I know one of the girls paid for like a $20 product and ended up being like a 6-month client. And so, you know, like cost per lead on a generous side was $18. And so if we're spending $20 per lead, like that's not a lot of money, but you know what? I would rather that $20 go out and multiply to 3 people, who then multiplies to 3 people, who multiplies to 3 people, because we deliver what we promise, because I deliver the results, I deliver, and that all starts with building out beautiful content that is going to sell for you. So I hope you guys were inspired by that. Thank you so much for watching this summit, you guys. I cannot even believe, I literally cannot even believe it has been 2 weeks. We have been on this summit for 2 amazing, long, beautiful weeks. I'm going to pull my comments up again. I had to take them off because I get distracted. You know, 50 people. Looks like Anna was commenting. Thank you so much, Anna. I had to put my comments away because I will start like reading my comments, and then you guys will just see my eyes dart back and forth, and I'll want to like comment to everything. So yeah, I will bring up my comments now, and I see that you guys are making quite a few. Clarity is rich, preach it. I want to say thank you for your efforts here, learning a lot here, and I think your authenticity is 100. Gonna run for dinner in 10 minutes. Oh, thank you so much. Rather be rich. Yes, girl. Yes. Grateful and thank you. Keep me posted and I'll keep following you. Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I am so excited to just, you know, be kicking this off. Like we are like at the very end, you guys. We have literally been hanging out for 2 weeks straight. It has been my absolute honor and privilege to be your host. I know I didn't do a lot of talking this time. Usually I teach a lot more and I do a lot more talking, but I really wanted this to be highlighted for you and for the speakers that we brought on. So if you guys do, you know, I've had a couple people reach out to me and say, Val, how do I work with you? How do I know more about you? There are a couple of options coming up I will share with you. I do have a mastermind. So this is going to be a free 5-day class, mini course. So this is going to be a free 5-day course. It is going to be so much fun. We are actually going to be talking all about content creation. So if you are loving what I just talked about and you want to know, how do you set up a Facebook Live? Like, how do you know what to talk about, right? Like, this is something I get all of the time. And it's a lot easier for me now than it was in the beginning, but I want to share with you guys like how to do that. How do you create beautiful content? Like, how do you, you know, really engage? How do you entertain? How do you inspire them into action? So if you guys want to know more about creating content that sells for you, I do have my scroll stopper 5-day mini course. It's going to be right here in a Facebook group. If you want the replays or if you are not on Facebook, just let me know and we can get you in there as well. We'll get you the content. But this is the free 5-day mini course called Scroll Stopper, because you literally want to create content that's going to stop the scroll. People read it, people engage, and they will, you know, convert into paid clients. Because like I said earlier, you guys, this can literally be as quick or it can be as slow as you want it to be. And, you know, we're constantly in my business. I'm in here for the long term. Let me tell you, like, I am playing the long game, no doubt, 100%. There's nothing else in the world that I would rather be doing. I do want to be back on stages more, let's be honest. on physical stages, but there's nothing else in the world that I would rather do than be here and be a business coach, because I'm so lit up by all things business. I'm so lit up by creating strategies and marketing and, you know, really doing all those things. And I love showing up and doing stuff like this too. So, you know, we do have the 5-day scroll stopper, 5-day mini course where I'm going to be talking all about content creation and how to create beautiful content that sells for you. We're going to go even deeper. I didn't have a lot of time today to share with you guys. So we're going to spend 5 days talking about just content. And this is going to be useful things. You are going to walk away knowing how to do it, knowing how to create beautiful content on social media, Facebook Lives, you know, Instagram. I'm going to talk about the new algorithms that Facebook just updated and how that's going to affect you in your business, and how to prevent yourself from making these costly mistakes that are making people like nobody see your content, right? There's a couple things that Facebook has done recently that like literally nobody will see your content if you're doing it. So I want to prevent you guys from making those mistakes. So if you want to join in on that, let me know. Put stop the scroll or content in the comments. I'll post those links later as soon as we're off here. But if you want to join in on that, let me know. We also have, I do have, let me see what the dates are for this real quick. Let's see if I have it up here. I might not have the dates ironed out yet for my mastermind coming up. But I don't think, yeah, the cart's not open yet. I'm looking at our calendar here. The cart is not open yet, but if you guys are interested in, I do run a 3-month mastermind. It's called the Evolutionary Growth Mastermind. And this is something where I take you, you know, if you want to experience evolutionary growth in your business, whether if you are just starting out and you literally know nothing about, you know, social media, Facebook Live, you've never done it, you're, you know, maybe you're completely invisible online, then this course is for you. If you're at a place in your business where you're like, okay, I need to really start making money now, like this has to work. This has to work. I've been doing business, I'm doing these things, and this has to work. This is for you. If you're at the place where you're making good money and you're like, I want to hit the next level, I want to quantum leap my results, I want to really just exponentially grow, then the Evolutionary Growth Mastermind is for you. So if you want to be a part of that, the doors are not open yet. The cart is not open yet, but you guys can sign up for our wait list. Okay. So all you have to do is like, I'll give you guys a link. Just click on the link and you'll just put your name, your email, phone number is optional. And then you will be on the wait list so that you will have first dibs when the cart opens. This doesn't mean that you are, you know, like pressured into it or you are committed to being in it. This is just saying that you will get the notification, because a lot of times, you guys, the stuff that the products and services I put out never actually go public, right? Because if I can, you know, like if I can fill it without, because this one does have a limited seating, if I can fill it without, you know, needing to publicly announce it or throw it out on social media, then I never announce it on social media, right? Like I don't announce it to the public. But if I can fill it off my email list or people who are signed up on the wait list, then that's amazing. And you will get the first dibs before anyone else, anybody else, not my email list, not my social media following, nobody. You will get first dibs, which means you get the first opportunity. So if you want to join in on that, let me know. That is the 3-month Evolutionary Growth Mastermind, where you are literally going to experience evolutionary growth in your business. I'm going to teach you all the things. It is going to be amazing. I've had people walk out of there and next thing I know, boom, they're on podcast everywhere I look. Boom, they're being asked to be speakers in groups. Boom, they're getting customers. Boom, they're getting new clients. Boom, they're everywhere, right? And that's what I love to do. I love to celebrate, and I would love for you to be the next one who experiences the beautiful evolutionary growth that is absolutely 100% available for you. So I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. I definitely, you know, I take it as an honor and a privilege that you've been showing up here every single day to watch these amazing speakers that we've had, that you have allowed me to be in your space, in your living room, on your phone, wherever it is that you're watching. I don't take that lightly. I do take this as a huge honor. And so I just want to say thank you. I've been honored to be your host, to be your guide, to, you know, be here, to be your coach, and to really serve you in a powerful way. And I hope that this has not only just inspired you, but you also want to take action and get serious about your growth in your business, get serious about, you know, turning your passions into profits, get serious about starting that nonprofit, you know, whatever it is for you. I hope that you will take action, you will be inspired, and that you will stay in my space. Please, 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 please hang out with me. Come hang out in the Wild Tribe. That is group for influencers, leaders, dreamers, business people, entrepreneurs. I love you all. If you're high achieving, you're my kind of person. So I love you guys, and I will see you very soon. Don't forget to go check out the fundraiser we have going until Monday at 12 p.m. There are so many amazing things in there, and we're adding more this weekend. So we are adding more this weekend. All right, guys, I love you so much. Again, I'm Val Nichols, for those of you who don't know that, and I will see you very, very soon. Mwah. Bye.